Buckle up because today's video is going to be a wild ride. We're diving deep into the ultimate endgame build for tackling Helldive difficulty. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. But that's not all, we are also going to go over the builds you can use to level from 1 to 20. Welcome to Insightful Gaming, your go-to spot for all things gaming. If you like what you see in today's guide, smash that like button and hit me up in the comments with your own build ideas. If I like your idea, I will make a video on it with a special shout out to you, the genius behind it. Before we jump in, just a heads up, Insightful Gaming runs on the magic of AI and text-to-speech technology, since I can't use my own voice. Big thanks for your support and understanding. Your feedback and suggestions are what keep this channel awesome, so keep them coming. Now let's dive into the builds and start crushing it from level 1 to 20. Alright, let's dive into the setup starting with armor. You can buy the armor from the Helldivers Warbond system, or from the Superstore. As of this video's release, there's a glitch with the armor, so we're sticking with light armor. It's all about that speed, giving us the edge with superior movement. Until they patch this up, light armor is your best bet from level 1 all the way past level 20. When you are fighting robots in later game, you should think about investing in heavy armor. Now let's talk your primary weapon. All your primary weapons come from the Helldivers Warbond system. Starting out, from level 1 the AR-23 Liberator Rifle is your go-to. It's a solid pick for newcomers to the Helldiver scene. As you rack up those medals, consider grabbing the Defender submachine gun. This weapon has more damage than your Liberator and can help you level until you get the next one. Finally, you should invest in the Breaker shotgun. It is completely game changer. This shotgun is a powerhouse with rapid fire and exceptional range, a rare find in shotguns, plus it packs a serious punch. Or if you're feeling it, try the AR-23 Liberator Penetrator for some medium armor piercing action. I am close to level 50, and I am still using the 225 Breaker. For your secondary weapon, the initial primary does the job at first, but you'll want to upgrade to the P19 Redeemer. Even at level 45, I'm still rocking it as my secondary. Your secondary is only good for light armor enemies, and you should use this in between your primary reloads, or if you are out of primary ammo. With our armor out of the way, let's dive into the real meat of our build, the stratagems. These are going to be your bread and butter on the battlefield. Kicking things off from level 1 to 5, you've got a killer lineup starting with the Orbital Precision Strike. This baby's available right from the get-go, and it's a no-brainer to bring along on most missions up to level 5. It's your go-to for blasting away bug nests or dealing with tough customers like chargers. Once you hit level 2, snag the Machine Gun Sentry. This bad boy sets up in no time, perfect for mowing down massive bug infestations or keeping those pesky swarms at bay. It's a solid pick until level 5, when you'll be ready to switch things up with some new stratagems we'll cover in a bit. Also at level 2, you'll want to get your hands on the Eagle Airstrike. This is your personal doomsday device, 2 uses of sheer, instantaneous destruction, laying down a blanket of booms over a wide area. Ideal for clearing out bug swarms fast. Last but not least, at level 3, unlock the expendable anti-tank stratagem. When you're up against the big leagues and facing down enemies like chargers, you're going to need something with a bit more damage. Chargers come at you with heavy armor, but a few well-placed shots and you'll strip that armor away, leaving them wide open to your attacks. This is a must-have to fight against chargers. Now that you've hit level 6, I've got 4 stratagems lined up for you that are perfect for leveling up to 15. First up, consider picking up the Recoilless Rifle, which will upgrade your current expendable anti-tank stratagem. You can snag this stratagem once you're at level 5. At this stage, it's totally your call whether to stick with the expendable anti-tank weapon or go for the Recoilless Rifle. I recommend you trying out both, as both are great. Next on the list is the Gatling Sentry stratagem, which you unlock at level 5. As we're leveling up, having a defensive stratagem like this is super handy. This will replace your Machine Gun Sentry stratagem. This is a must-have stratagem, as Gatling Sentry is top-notch at mowing down hordes of bugs or robots. Then, at level 8, it's time to invest in the Mortar Sentry. This is going to replace your Orbital Precision Strike stratagem. This choice is all yours, you can swap between them as you please. But seriously, the Mortar Sentry is incredible at blasting away hordes of enemies from a distance. Just remember, placement is key with mortars. You don't want to accidentally take out your teammates, so make sure you communicate well. Last but not least, for your 4th stratagem, check out the Eagle Napalm Airstrike. This might take the place of your Eagle Airstrike, but feel free to switch between the two based on what the situation calls for. The Eagle Napalm Airstrike is fantastic for controlling bugs, delivering a massive amount of damage over a large area, and it also adds a fire damage over time effect on all targets caught in its blaze. Both the Airstrike and Napalm are great options, so try swapping between them to see which one suits your style more. There are also a few other stratagems worth investing in, each awesome in its own right depending on the scenario. First up, the guard dog rover is your go-to for dealing with those pesky small bugs. Then there's the autocannon sentry, an absolute beast of a defense that you might want to swap in for your mortar sentry. It's especially effective against armored foes. Don't forget to pick up the grenade launcher stratagem. This thing is a game changer in many missions, especially those search and destroy missions where you're tasked with blowing up 9 bug nests. And lastly, grab the autocannon stratagem. It puts a heavy autocannon right in your hands, perfect for shredding through armored targets. Once you hit level 20, here's the stratagem setup I recommend for tackling level 8 and level 9 difficulties. For our endgame strategy, we're kicking things off with the 500 kg bomb, the ultimate bomb. With the right ship upgrades, you can launch 2 of these bad boys one after another. Plus, you can rearm them, which is a huge plus. This bomb can clear out an entire area or deal massive damage to high armor enemies like Titans. It's my go-to stratagem when things get messy. Just drop it, run, and dive, and by the time you look back, everything's gone. It's like having your own personal hell bomb. The damage output is insane, but remember to give your team a heads up before you let it loose to avoid friendly fire. Even the toughest enemies in the game can't stand up to this beast of an explosion. With the right ship upgrades, you turn this bomb into an absolute monster. First, invest in the liquid ventilated cockpit. This cuts the cooldown of your Eagle stratagem by 50%. Next, go for pit crew hazard pay, which reduces the Eagle rearm time by 20%. Finally, grab the expanded weapons bay to bump up your Eagle stratagem uses by 1. This setup is nuts because now you get 2 charges of the 500 kg bomb, and you can rearm it after your first use, essentially giving you unlimited firepower. Next up, don't forget to add the orbital laser to your arsenal. This orbital laser is a game changer. It comes with a total of 3 uses and with only 5-minute cooldown. This laser can take down bow titans or wipe out multiple armored targets with ease. Reserve this for those moments when you're up against the toughest the game has to throw at you. This stratagem is a staple in my setup, except for when I'm on defend missions. The best thing about this laser is its longevity. It doesn't just stop after hitting one target. It moves from one target to the next, obliterating everything in its path. Just a heads up though, be mindful of its path, as it can also take out you or your teammates if you're not careful. Also, it's crucial to invest in 2 ship upgrades to turn your orbital laser into an absolute beast. Start with the targeting software upgrade, located under your bridge ship modules. This gem cuts down the deployment time of your orbital laser by a whole second, making its deployment nearly instantaneous. Next, put some resources unlocking 0G breach loading, which shaves off 10% of your orbital laser's cooldown. Just a heads up, to get your hands on the 0G breach upgrade, you'll need to have unlocked the exploding shrapnel and more guns modules first. Next in line for this unbeatable setup, you've got to invest in the shield generator backpack. Think of it as your personal bubble shield against stuns, bullets, melee attacks, and pretty much anything else thrown your way. It can absorb a ton of damage, right up to your max health, essentially doubling your survivability. This piece of gear is a permanent fixture in my setup, especially when tackling level 7 and beyond. Definitely give this stratagem a spin. It's a game changer that'll have you wondering how you ever managed without it. Wrapping up our must-have stratagems, the railgun is an essential piece that always has a spot in my loadout. This weapon is a powerhouse against any armored foe you'll encounter. It's my go-to solution for taking down chargers or bow titans. A mere 6-8 shots aimed at a bow titan's face is all it takes to bring it down. What many might not know is that this gun features 2 modes, safe and unsafe mode. You can switch between them by holding the reload button. In safe mode, the gun's power is around 70%, but flip it to unsafe mode, and you can crank that power up close to 100%. Just be cautious, because in unsafe mode, if you hold onto the shot too long, you might just end up blowing yourself up. And that's all for today. I hope you found it as enjoyable to watch as I did creating it. If you want to show some love and support, smash that like button and don't forget to hit subscribe for more awesome Helldivers guides. Thanks for watching.